2017 was a huge year for MMA, for combat in general. And we closed it out with a bang with UFC 219, Cyborg versus Holm. Hi, I'm Dan Cox. Thanks for joining me. Listen, guys, what can you say? I spoke about the Holm Cyborg fight. The way I looked at it, if Holm used her footwork, her boxing ability, her counterpunching, she could take the title. Unfortunately, Holly was not able to use the counterpunching. Cyborg was able to use her experience. She was more patient than Holly. She obviously has the harder shots, the bigger punches. Holm took it 5 rounds. She was not able to capitalize. She didn't follow the game plan, in my opinion, but she still gave all she had. Very impressive fight. And listen, what do we got now for Chris Cyborg? 145 UFC. There's not a lot of people out there. We're hearing a lot of names thrown out there. And I want to give a shout out to @JunkPuppet69, Mark Benson, my brother. Will tell it like it is. If you don't like what he says, don't listen. Because he's not going to say it to make you happy. He's telling you the truth. And this fight that's talked with Megan Anderson again, second fight. First fight she wasn't able to have. Something with the visa, maybe. Some problems personally. We don't know for sure. But she's being talked about as the next opponent for Chris Cyborg. I'm with Mark. I don't see this as the next fight. As a fan, I want to see the best fight the best. And in my opinion, that is Amanda Nunes, the 135-pound champ, stepping up and fighting Chris Cyborg at 145. That's the best fight I can see right now in that division. I think she has a hell of a chance against Chris Cyborg. But that does not mean that's what's going to happen. Chris wants to enjoy that title, make as much money as possible, which means fight against Megan Anderson. Now, Megan, no offense. You know I love you. Incredible talent. 5'11". This woman is built to fight, but it's experience. Does she have the experience to jump in the UFC against the biggest monster in WMMA? No, she does not. Will she? Yes, she will. She's got to fight. She's got to get that experience. I don't see it happening now. That's not a fight the fans really want to see, in my opinion. But, again, this is not about necessarily what the fans want unless we all make noise and yell about it. This is what's going to happen. It's business. Cyborg will fight Megan Anderson. My opinion, Cyborg will overwhelm and dominate Megan Anderson. Megan is a stand-up fighter. I love Megan. Again, I think she has great skill, a huge future. She's not close to being ready for a Chris Cyborg, especially after we watched what she did to Holly Holm, who has big experience. Let's remember, this is a woman that's got like 18 titles in boxing, kickboxing. She was the 135-pound champ. She beat Rousey. She's fought on the biggest stage. Megan has not had that opportunity. I think it's a disservice to her career to throw her in there against a Chris Cyborg at this point in her career. But let's look at Khabib. Guys, Khabib. Everyone, you know what, we sleep on him. And the reason why is because he's had so many injuries. So he's not been a factor. It's not a guy you see fighting all the time. But I'm here to tell you, I don't think he's lost a round in his career in the octagon. This is a guy that deserves the shot. The question is, who's the man in that division? Is it Conor McGregor? It's not Conor McGregor. It is El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson. That is the man. That's the fight we have to see. As fans, we want to see the best fight the best. That is exactly what we want to see. Khabib against Tony Ferguson. I don't see, honestly, I do not see Conor McGregor being a factor for much longer. He will slowly disappear. He's a one-trick pony in the sense that he's a stand-up guy. Big left hand with 4-ounce gloves. Now, we've seen him fight boxing against Floyd Mayweather. His power was non-existent. Non-existent. Floyd took every shot and didn't even try to avoid him. Why? Because you have to know how to turn that punch over. Wearing an 8-ounce glove, a 10-ounce glove versus a 4-ounce, night and day. Night and day. Technique becomes key. Conor's learning. Does he have the drive to fight a Ferguson, to fight a Khabib without making 8 figures? I don't know if he does. I really don't. But either way, the things that are happening in the division are great. We've got the best fighting the best. I'm so happy to see Khabib healthy and in there fighting. This guy is a force. And El Cucuy, this guy you can never count on. He's so unorthodox. He is so unpredictable. He's so good everywhere. If his mind is right, I think a fight with Khabib is a toss-up. You cannot pick either one. This is 2 elite athletes at their best, putting it all on the line. And that's what we're here for. That's why we pay that insane $60 a month, or excuse me, a pay-per-view. We'll pay $10 a month for a fight pass. You know, by the way, UFC, why don't you work something out where someone could pay a yearly fee to watch all the fights and give all these broke guys an opportunity to see everything? I think it'll be in your benefit as business, and I think you make the fans happy. But we have some big fights coming. We've got the heavyweights with Stipe and this insane killer that about ripped the head off of Alistair Overeem and Ngannou, made him look like a Pez dispenser. This is a big fight because Ngannou, when you have that kind of power, when you really can throw one shot and not only knock someone out, but possibly seriously hurt them, it's a big difference. And you look at the size difference, the power difference, it's very intriguing. But don't sleep on Stipe, man. This is a competitor. This guy has the ability to stand. He has the ability to grapple. But he's a wrestler, inside fighter. The key to winning that fight, you cannot give Ngannou the distance to throw those shots. You've got to be inside, chest to chest, dirty boxing, grappling, taking him to the ground. It's really the only way you're going to fight against a man like that. If you give him the distance to throw those shots, it takes one shot. It doesn't even have to be clean. One shot ends a fight. So I'm so excited about 2018 and the fights we've got, not just in MMA, in boxing, in Muay Thai, with my friend, my brother. I'm so proud to be a part of what he's doing. Anthony Sipolik, Anthony Ford, 5-time world Muay Thai champion. He's tearing it up. He's got a WBC title fight coming up. I look forward to it. I'll be calling the fights, doing the color commentary with my friend and someone I really respect in Mitch Clark. It's going to be great. We got huge things coming with MPE this year. But hey guys, 2018, we're just starting it. Let's get it rolling. And remember, power in numbers, support the sport, hit MP, go to YouTube, click on the channel that says subscribe. You don't have to pay, right? It's like hitting a like button. Just hit that button for me. It makes a huge difference. Really does. So I want to give a shout out to HockeySaki.com. HAKISAKI.com. This is something everybody needs to check out. I don't care what sport you are a fan of, they will cater to it. This is really the future, in my opinion. I'm extremely excited about it and glad to be a part of it. So listen, for Modern Pugilist Entertainment, I'm Dan Cox. Thank you for joining me. And please, take part. Make a difference. Subscribe. And make your voice heard. I will see you next time.